Hey everybody, Dirili here. Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of Dangerous Relationship along Subaru Oshima's path. We're on chapter 6 with him, the jealous singer. So hopefully this means we'll get out of our misunderstandings here and actually communicate. But who in the world is he going to be jealous of? I guess the jealousy is what's going to help us get past the misunderstanding. So I guess whoever I'm going to be stylist to next is going to be whoever he's going to have another misunderstanding about. Well, let's see. You can just sit back, relax, and let me read you a story.
We can talk again once you settle down.
Subaru left me alone after saying those words. Even though it was me who said we should break up, my heart was throbbing with pain. His face when I'd said that looked so dismal. Isn't that a good sign? I was getting rid of him, mere moments before his much-awaited song reached completion. Subaru, I'm sorry. My voice spilled into the empty room, still and silent save for a blinking light on my phone. A message? From Subaru? It was a message he left me last night, a little before he came to meet me after work. Do I listen or not? Of course I'm going to listen. I guess I should listen. I pressed a few buttons and dialed my voicemail. It informed me that there was one new message. I hit the button to play it.
It's Subaru. I'm fine talking on the phone, but leaving a message makes me nervous for some reason.
He sounded a bit hesitant through the speaker.
You must still be working since you weren't answering. Good to see you're trying so hard. I got so anxious waiting, I came all the way to the studio. I want to hear her voice that bad. I had to. If you get this message before I see you, call me. I'll be waiting for you. I love you.
Beep. Subaru. Hearing his sweet voice once again brought tears to my eyes. It was my day off, but I felt so terrible I wanted to spend it with my head buried in my pillow. Ring. A call from Tomoko. Hello? Hey, big news! What? You're going to flip out. Get this, Ryo is coming back to sing again. I couldn't believe my ears. He is? Where did you hear that from? Subaru said he couldn't sing until his one song was complete. As of this morning, he still had some work to do on it. So it's been complete for a while now, and he wanted to drag out the relationship and thought that, silly boy. Silly, silly man, how could you possibly think that I was only doing this to help you? And that I wasn't interested. How? It makes no sense at all. It couldn't be true. Well, it's not official, but a girl from the fan club has a friend in the recording studio. I guess Ryo has been showing up there to make music. I'm not supposed to tell anyone, but I know you can keep a secret. Oh yeah, I've been keeping quite a few secrets. Promise me that you won't tell anyone. Alright, I promise. So, him recording pretty much means he's coming back, doesn't it? Yeah, I would think so. That reminded me about when he mentioned he had some work to do the other day.
I could see you every day, but being apart makes the heart grow fonder, or so they say. Besides, I need to start recording some things.
What do you mean? For your new song?
Right. It won't be long now until I've finished.
He had been trying to finish his song, so it wasn't strange for him to be at a recording studio. I don't know how true it is, but I sure hope so. I can't wait to hear him again. Yeah. You seem out of it. You alright? I'm fine. You're off today, right? Yeah, so? Why do I sound like I have an attitude here? I'm coming over. I'll bring you something to cheer you up. Tomoko, wait! Beep. She hung up on me. Jeez. I was glad to know she was that concerned about me, though. I couldn't talk to her about Subaru, but being with her could distract me from thinking about him. It hadn't even been an hour before Tomoko showed up. Hey! I bought tons of DVDs, all of Ryo's concerts for us to watch. Just what I need to see. Huh? It'll cheer you up, come on! Yeah. This one is his first concert. This is the one where he... She rambled on, talking about Subaru, while handing me the videos one after another. Who knows when he'll be back, but we could get in the mood by watching all of these. I'll get us tickets for his first concert back, so let's go see it together, okay? Tomoko was so happy at the idea he would come back. Surely millions of others were too. Tomoko made me watch more of his concerts than I could count.
Thank you.
Thousands of his fans waved frantically at him before his first performance at a huge venue.
I worked so hard to get here, and it feels like a dream right now. I was nothing more than a kid who loved music some years ago, but now with all of your help, I finally get to stand on this stage today. Thank you so much.
The song intro started, and he began to sing. This song still gives me chills even today. Clutching the remote control in her hand, her eyes were glued to the screen. It's a song about a guy who never stops running, so he ran 10 miles every day to feel it. What? Really? He only makes his songs after he's experienced them. It's his way of doing things. Instead of imagining it, the lyrics have more meaning if he felt it himself. Oh. In that way, Subaru's style of making songs was unique. It was no different than our Dating for His Love song that never meant anything to him.
This next song you all love, I know you do.
Pumping his fist in the air, his rally was met with a chorus of cheers from the crowd. The Subaru on stage and the Subaru that left today were one and the same person. But the way they acted was so different. It seemed like another person entirely. Maybe he's changed and grown up. Ryo is just so cool. Yeah, I know. He was, after all, a star. That meant his existence was one far from people like me who dreamed just to speak to them. It's already this late? Shoot, I got plans, so I'm gonna have to go. Really? Okay. Thanks for coming, it helped. Good to hear. Oh yeah, you wanna borrow one? She held out one of her concert discs toward me. I don't know, Subaru might get jealous of himself. Alright, I'll borrow it. Sure, thanks, I'll hold on to it. You can give it back whenever you want. Tomoko closed the door, leaving me alone again. I stared at the disc in my hands. I felt like I was going to cry again. It seemed so ironic, but hearing Subaru's songs filled me with courage. Dating him must have been nothing more than a dream after all. If I could believe that, I might actually be able to patch my heart back together again. I'll just put him behind me and cheer for him like any other fan would. Having made my decision, I stood up only to hear the necklace around my neck jingle. Oh, it was the gift Subaru had given me. I hadn't taken it off since yesterday. I had just decided to forget about dating him, but was haunted by the memory of our date. Last night, he had taken me to that cafe we always went to.
It's great that we can come here and stay out of sight, but it's nice to go somewhere else.
The place had already closed its doors, but we relaxed and had a chat inside. I'm happy enough just staying here with you.
Then I was right to bring you here. But still, you're allowed to be more selfish, you know.
He took a sip out of a cup of hot coffee.
We should go out on a drive next time.
Drive?
Yeah, driving somewhere. No one can bother us on the road and we can be all alone. You haven't driven in ages. Are you sure you remember how to?
The owner joked while coming to pour a refill of coffee.
I've been practicing my driving ever since we started dating. We'll see about that.
He leaned towards me and whispered in my ear.
He drives around in those fancy imports. Terrible driver. You don't even want to know how many he's wrecked.
What? Really?
One time, he thought he was an outlaw and drove around like a maniac. Hey, don't go telling stories without asking me first. I'm not like that anymore. I drive responsibly now. That was back in my wild youth. Why don't you grab a mop and go clean the back?
Subaru got up and started pushing the owner away from the table.
You come in here after closing, and now you think you own the place? Whatever. I'll leave you two alone for now. Why does he always open his mouth like that? If not for him, I might actually like coming here.
You don't like coming here? You just come here because it's the only place you can go?
He only talks about the things I tell him to keep secret.
Subaru sighed with a troubled face. Secret?
What?
Nothing. I think driving sounds like fun, though.
Yeah, it sure does.
His warm and gentle smile glowed back at me. It was such a genuine smile that there was no way he could have faked it. The hard part was how the more we were together, the easier it was to imagine his love was real. It is real! I clutched the necklace that he gifted me as I remembered that date. Since we were breaking up, I knew I should stop wearing that necklace. But remembering the smile that he wore when he gave it to me made it too hard to tear from my neck. His glowing, brilliant smile wouldn't get out of my head. Breaking up was my idea. I've got to get over it. I decided, at least for the time being, to keep wearing it as a good luck charm. Thanks to that, perhaps, I was able to visit Subaru again in a warm, peaceful dream. However, when I woke up, I felt no better than before, still writhing in sadness and despair. I need to take this off soon. I touched its slender silver chain with my fingers as I made my way to work with dragging feet. Today, I'd be working as the stylist for Ryohei again. Enough about Subaru, I gotta focus on work. In front of the dressing room, I slapped my cheeks to snap myself out of it and knocked. Knock.
It's open.
Ryohei called out energetically from inside. Good morning.
Good morning. We meet again. I'm fortunate to be paired with you today.
Me too.
So, what's that you got there? Is this my outfit for today?
He came strolling over to me and inspected the bundle of clothes in my hand.
I could have guessed from last time, but you really do have great taste after all. I guess you have to. It's your job.
I'm glad you like it.
I do. A lot, actually. If only I could get someone as good as you every time.
His warm smile healed the gaping hole in my heart.
That's right. Would you be willing to be my stylist for the next big concert?
Me? Are you sure you'd be happy with someone like me?
Are you kidding? I wouldn't be happy with anyone else.
He said enthusiastically, surprising me greatly. Well, thank you. I was extremely grateful someone of his caliber was recognizing my work.
I'll tell the others about you. They'll want to meet you.
That sounds great.
It might be tough since we've got a few characters, but you can handle it, I'm sure. You can just pick clothes that fit everyone's personality. Could you do that?
Do I know everyone? Yes, I'd love to. I was so fortunate to get to work with Ryohei that day. It helped me get my mind off Subaru. But now I'm thinking about it again.
Huh? Did you say something to me?
Sorry, just talking to myself.
You are something else. Remember last time you worked with me? Weren't you here a while?
Oh yes, I was preparing for another client. Lies.
Yeah, I came back too. I forgot something in here.
I thought back. That was when Subaru had snuck into the studio and jumped on me. We had just started going out together and he came to see me. However, Ryohei came back into the room to get something and we had to hide behind the curtain. I was trying not to make a sound then, but Subaru smooched me on the neck and made a ruckus.
I thought for sure you would be in here, but I couldn't find you.
I thought back to how Subaru covered my mouth with his hand and pulled me to a safe hiding spot.
I guessed you might be looking for another set of clothes, but...
His eyes sharpened, and he looked curiously at me.
No one should have been in here, but I heard a sound from behind the curtains.
How could you possibly suspect after all this time? Had he known it was me? I thought he might not have noticed, but he made it sound like he knew.
What if they're behind the curtains?
I waited anxiously, my heart pulsing with terror. Behind the curtains? I asked, not sure I wanted to hear the rest anyway.
Someone had snuck in and was hiding back there.
He looked at my face and the curtains in turn. Someone? Had he heard my moan after all?
A ghost, maybe?
What? Huh? I spit out in a stupor. A ghost?
I hear they often hang around studios.
What? Why would ghosts hang around studios? What, like people die in studios all the time or something?
I never believed it until now. That's pretty scary if you think about it.
Yeah, I guess so. I breathed a sigh of relief.
So when you're here alone, you don't hear any strange sounds?
No, not really.
If you do, tell me. I'll move us to a different room.
Okay. Is he scared of ghosts?
Well then, I better get changed.
Yes, yeah, here you are. Ryohei breezed through the shooting without any bad takes and we finished ahead of schedule. Nice work.
You too. It went smoothly today. Having such good clothes probably helped.
I'm glad to hear you like them. But really, it's not the clothes, but you that made it look so easy.
That's not true at all. Just yesterday I talked to Subaru and he was saying...
Surely he wasn't talking about the same Subaru I was thinking.
Wearing the right outfit has a huge impact on the mood of the performance. The rock star Subaru, you know him, right?
Yeah, intimately in fact. He's great. His presence on stage and kindness off stage that only I knew were really incredible. Even if we weren't together, I might never forget how special he really was. When I see him on TV, it's hard to look away. He kind of grabs your eye, I guess.
Yeah, I get that. I mean, we're both singers, but the way we present ourselves is totally different. A rock star and an idol have a lot in common, but less than one might think. He doesn't sing. His entire life is a song. It's like he lives and breathes it. It's captivating to hear him sing. It really is.
It sounds like you respect him a lot.
Huh, I guess so. When I first made my entrance into music, we were on the same show together. He was so nice, he even helped a rookie like me.
Really?
When you look at him, you can totally imagine him as an outlaw rock star. But offstage, he's the nicest guy ever. I sort of think of him as my big brother, at least in this business.
Maybe that's why his songs do so well. That kindness of his makes its way into his songs.
Have you met him? Like, as a stylist or something?
No, I haven't been a stylist before. I almost forgot that if he started playing again, we might meet each other during work. I would have to be really careful and focus on work if that ever happened.
He said something about you yesterday.
He did? What did he say?
Well, we met at the recording studio yesterday. We were talking about going to drink sometime.
I see. How did it come to me?
We were talking about how important appearance is on stage, you see. I started talking about how impressed I was with you the last time we worked together. He asked about you, so I told him.
So, it was just about clothes then?
Well, also about how you helped me that one time. That, and how I would be seeing you today.
Did he say anything about me?
What?
What's with the shifty eyes?
That he would try to get you as a stylist, since you were so good.
Oh. So, he didn't say anything else?
Like what?
Maybe about his new song? His love song or something?
No. I don't know anything about it. Why are you so curious about what he had to say?
I had no idea why I wanted to know so badly. Yes, you do. Don't lie to yourself. Seeing as how I already told him we should break up.
Don't tell me. You're another one of those crazy fans of his.
I like him. I like him, but a little differently than a fan does.
What? Are you in love with him or something?
Well, don't get so mad.
It wouldn't be the first time. Sometimes staff use their position to get close to the stars. I thought you weren't like that, though.
He glared at me with an untrusting look.
He's a big star. Sorry to burst your bubble, but you have no chance.
Perhaps he was right. By some miracle, we had pretended to be lovers, but the real thing was a far-off dream. Geez, you don't have to be such a jerk, man.
Besides, even if you go out with him, it would only be asking for trouble. You should know how dangerous scandals can be. If something like that got found out, he could kiss his dream of singing again goodbye.
That doesn't make any sense. Before I knew it, he had chased me into the corner and my back was pressed against the wall.
Forget it. The sort of fantasy will never come true. Don't waste your time.
Just then, bang! The door violently swung open. Speak of the devil!
Ryohei, get away from my girl.
Subaru came flying into the room, screaming at Ryohei to back away from me.
Huh? Subaru? What's going on?
Subaru? While the two of us stood there dumbfounded, Subaru marched closer with a frightening face.
You're a girl. What? You two are actually dating?
Not knowing what to say, I stood still and stared at the ground.
That's right, she's my girlfriend. I don't care even if it's you. I won't forgive anyone that threatens my girl like that.
Subaru came forward, grabbing my arm and yanking me away. Subaru! I told him I wanted to break up, so what was he doing here?
Ryohei, sorry for keeping it from you this long, but she's my girlfriend. Please don't say anything like that to her again.
He heard everything?
Why would? Aren't you afraid of a scandal? You're going to get found out eventually. You can't just date a regular person and expect it to go well. One of my old band members tried that, and it backfired. I know that. I know even she'll get hurt if the media finds out. That's why it's so hard for me.
He clutched onto my arm with a face that might start weeping at any moment.
So what are you doing here? This is the last place you want to be. It isn't safe.
Ryohei snapped back at Subaru now.
If someone sees you, it's over. How do you know I'm not going to go and tell everyone?
He's right, Subaru. Let's just end it all right here. We're not lovers. Say it was just a joke. Say you didn't really mean it. If he did, this could all end without turning into any bigger of a mess.
No, I can't.
Subaru grumbled, biting his lip.
If I could say something like that, I wouldn't have bothered to come here in the first place. Sorry, Ryohei. I'm taking her with me. You'll have to go without a stylist for today.
Yanking my arm, Subaru pulled me behind him and out of the room. Well, it looks like a little jealousy did us good. We should be getting this out of our system, right? Right? We're gonna get things straightened out soon, right? Please? I hate misunderstandings so much. But of course I did expect them since we're dating stars in this game. Alright, well, I should be recording somewhere tomorrow with him. Right now I'm gonna head over to Taiga, because I cannot be without my Taiga for long. So I hope to see you in one of my other videos, and I'd be so grateful for any likes, comments, subscriptions, or shares with your friends to show some support. Thank you so much for joining me, and I wish you all health, happiness, and safety. Dirili signing out. Bye-bye, everybody.